Hi, my name is Nick Gallagher. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I recently graduated from Appalachian State University. When I first went to school, I had an idea that I wanted to study journalism, but I really didn't know what shape that would take. I found, though, that I was especially interested in listening to personal narratives and writing about people's lives. That started for me in a class with a professor named Dr. Chris Patty. He's an ethnographer who builds long-term relationships with Holocaust survivors. I practiced mindful communication, trying to be present with the people you're interviewing and putting their narrative at the center of your conversation. In 2016, I interned at the Presbyterian office at the United Nations in New York. I attended meetings and wrote reports about HIV/AIDS and issues facing the international LGBTQ community. Of course, those are really vast topics, but I kind of looked at them holistically, considered some of the successes and shortcomings that the UN has had in addressing those issues. I was the first editorial director for my school's literature and art magazine called The Peel. The best part of that experience was immersing myself into the underground art scene in my town, getting to know local artists, writers, and musicians, and then writing feature articles and creating video spotlights about what drives them to create. After graduating, I interned at Indie Week. It's an alternative weekly newspaper in Raleigh and Durham, and working at a print publication is becoming a rare but still a really vital experience. Copy editing right up until deadline, abiding by strict word counts, and, of course, spending lots of time out in the field were all parts of that equation. I dug up court documents, attended town hall meetings, and wrote investigative stories about housing issues, ice raids, and water contamination. I appreciate that the Newmark J School has those theoretical roots, but that practical skills are really at the center of the curriculum too. Being assigned a neighborhood to cover virtually from day one and becoming a familiar face in a new community, that's exactly the challenge that I'd love to take on. At the Newmark J School, I hope to augment and refine my skills as a journalist. I want to hone my ability to write sprawling and context-driven long-form stories, and I'd like to learn new ways to use technology and audio storytelling to celebrate human connection. I see the Newmark J School as a collaborative environment to cultivate those core journalistic principles and to try new things. I hope to contribute to that community in 2019.